Good afternoon and welcome to the last rites on this again glorious, not a bank holiday anymore, but it's the evil Tuesday after. It is the 30th of May today. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I certainly did. Got a lot done. We've got to go back to the gym now, guys. Right? That's what needs to go on. First of all, before we go on, thank you very much if you have subscribed recently or given us a comment or a like. Share, all that good stuff. But if you haven't, it would be a big help to me and the channel and help us grow if you could hit subscribe. That would be very nice. And if I ever see you in the street, I'll buy you a beer or an avocado water. I don't know. Not all of you, because then hopefully there'll be a lot of you, but just, press subscribe. That would be really good. We have had more news in Schofield Gate. I mean, listen, when I first laid eyes on that man with Gordon the Gopher, I never thought I'd be spending so much of my time many years later, 30 years later, or whatever it is now, discussing the man himself. But we did have a big interview with Eamonn, Holmes and Dan Wootton yesterday. And I think one of the biggest revelations from that was that Holmes said that Schofield would have Thursday playtime with the runner. And there was evidence of sort of taxis. Taxis would take the boy from Schofield's place to the ITV studios on a Friday morning after presumably a night of play. I mean, playtime. Very, very interesting. I guess with that, I guess we should colour me shocked. But production value spared no expense here. But Wootton said the relationship had been going on for a couple of years by 2019. And at the TV Awards, which are some pictures I showed before, apparently the young lad got very drunk and was upset and spoke to several ITV executives and Hollywood, etc., about how he'd been treated. Soon after, he was given a promotion and not given to Loose Women, moved over to the show called Loose Women. That could be taken the wrong way, but given over to ITV's Loose Women there. And then, listen, there's speculation in here, say whether or not it was Schofield himself that asked of a favour over that other show and got him out of his hair because the relationship had allegedly turned sour by that point. But Wootton did take this knowledge to ITV buses at the time in 2019 and was told it was just malicious gossip. And that might, they released a statement saying there was nothing but hearsay and rumours and all that. So maybe they were referring to that. Holmes also said Schofield is a dyed-in-the-wall narcissist. Again, yeah, probably, right? But it's probably quite stressful for Phillip now. Looking stressed because of all the stress. I'll occasionally bring in a Phil or Pip meme into proceedings. I see ITV, so I just dropped something there, but I'm going to carry on like I didn't, okay? It's just a keyboard. And ITV have seen, to be a bit of a paragon of virtue signalling, and they're the right organisation and criticise the BBC over the Savile stuff, but seemingly, on some level, maybe covered this whole thing up. They were talking about having a thorough investigation before, but let's see the records of that thorough investigation then. Can we foil them? Can we freedom of information? Show us the records of that investigation and just how thorough it was at the time, what led you to think it was just hearsay. It was just hearsay, even though seemingly everybody knew. Apparently, by the time it turned sour, everyone, on the production team and the TV show knew. So we'll see. But ITV allegedly will have more to come as well, whether or not it's related to Schofield himself or more generally about the organisation, toxicity and all kinds of stuff has been mentioned. We know that there was certainly bad behaviour with the grey narcissist himself. Eamonn Holmes also revealed that he is not in touch with the former runner this morning, the young lad, but Ruth, his wife, I think, is in touch, and he's having a terrible time of it, and it's understandable. And that's why I'm not really going to focus too much on him anymore. And I did previously, and maybe that was a mistake, but no, I think we'll just talk about events relating to Grey Man himself, I think, at this time. And he probably is having a terrible time, but with this alleged injunction coming to an end, that's the rumoured thing, maybe at the end of June-ish, we'll see. So maybe if we can hear from him at some point, even though it must be, absolutely, quite frankly, shit to have all this going on about you, and maybe, self-doubt about your own. Did you only get the job because of this? And it's not good. It's not good. But yeah, Scofie does seem to be a real piece of shit. And certainly lies, because we know that he's lied, admittedly, to everyone around him, his lawyers, his agents, all that kind of stuff, by his own words. So I wonder if we will hear from, I think the two people we could hear about is from Ruth, who did complain, allegedly, formally, I think. And we'll just see if there's any evidence of this investigation, that the details of that, where they did lead, and if we ever hear from the former runner himself. But again, probably a stressful sign for everyone. And I do like this one in particular. I don't know why, but the 3 levels of, the level of, I guess is the subgenre of angry Schofield meme. And I guess this is probably him right now, just sort of yelling at every thumbnail that he sees on YouTube. So many apologies for that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it seems it is the Schofield channel. I'll be back when there's some more updates. I might do another live stream at some point, but I'll certainly be knocking out a quick video. Again, if you could subscribe, that would be absolutely great. I'm also going to got some more content on other stuff coming out this week. I'll be talking a little bit about the latest in Madeleine McCann stuff. And listen, for my sins, I'm a Spurs fan. I'm going to go over the Spurs football season and general state of things. And that might be a prelude to setting up a Spurs channel later on. But sorry if you're not into football or anything like that. But yeah, just skip the videos you don't want to watch and watch the ones you do. But there'll be lots of Scofie content. Anything else that happens, I'll bring it in. I'm still setting up the interviews with a comedian from LA, a comedian from Australia, another comedian from New York right now. So yeah, we'll be hanging out, and they'll be very different. It'll be sat down for an hour and just shooting the shit and where we are. But I'm glad you like the channel. If you do, and if you don't, see you later. Go and watch something else. It's fine. You're not going to hurt my feelings. And on isn't even a word. It's and. Hey, subscribe. Do us a favor. Thank you very much. Have a great. What day even is it? Tuesday. Have a great Tuesday. I'm going to go and what am I going to do? Sit around. I think I'm going to have a sit around now. You should too. It's been the last rights. It still is. I'll see you later.